Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, citizens of all ages, welcome back to another edition of Star Citizen. So today, given the anniversary sale is fast approaching and I'm doing a quick series on the ships that are going to be available, I thought I would try to do a quick video featuring one ship from each manufacturer of the day. So today, given it's the first in the series and the first day for the anniversary sale, it's going to be Anvil, I thought I would show off the Super Hornet. The Super Hornet is arguably the most popular Anvil ship. The Hornet is definitely up there in popularity as it's the ship that is closest to the Super Hornet, but is available just about all year round. Given that the Anvil sale is coming, I know there are a lot of people who are looking and hoping to add a Super Hornet to their fleet. So I figured I would show you one of my Super Hornets that is close to the base loadout that you get. Mine has a couple of upgrades. I've got Panthers instead of Badgers, and I've got Sucker Punch on the nose canards. Other than that, I've got the Badgers on the ball turret, and I believe the same stock missiles. Yeah, because I don't see Rattlers. You'd know that I messed with it if there were Rattlers here, because I love the Rattlers. So, given, you know, again, that it's going to be the Anvil ships, let's bring the Super Hornet out. And my voice is cracking. I am 13 again.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online. Takeoff complete.
Alright, so...
Approved. Landing gear raised.
This is just going to be a somewhat quick video. Figured I would just kind of, you know, mess around real quick. Kind of talk about some of the other Anvil ships that are out there. Just to kind of have an accompanying video to go with the daily ship sale videos. So what I'm planning on doing is for each day of the ship sale, I'm going to be posting a video. So I posted the Anvil ship video. This is a late video that's coming out in regards to it because I just kind of had this thought. So for the next day that's coming out, it's going to be Aegis. I'm going to do a video about one of my Aegis ships. Oh, it's a Saber. This is actually going to be an interesting fight. Okay, I think that missile actually hit me. There's an aggressive Saber. But that's okay. Let's put the Saber down. Boom! And we got the little bitch. And that is one of the reasons why I absolutely love the Super Hornet. It is tanky, but it can throw out some firepower, and look at that, not even a scratch. And I am fairly certain that missile hit me dead on. But as you can see, aside from possibly a couple of very small dents, which I think are just on the model, I know they're on the model, but aside from just a couple of very small dents, I am still at 100%. So again, the Super Hornet, pretty fucking dope. Another fan favorite, it seems at least, is the Terrapin. So the Terrapin is by design a defensive craft, covered in that thick armor. I believe it has heat shielding to try to keep your signature a little bit low. I think it's only got a couple of size 2 weapons. So, you know, again, it's not going to be a dogfighter. It's not something that you want to go look for fights in. It's going to have scanning arrays in it. It's going to make a good partnership. Now, what do I mean by partnership? I mean, it's going to make... it's going to work best with another ship that can do something better than the Terrapin. So the Terrapin, again, is defensive and has scanning. It would be great to pair it with a fighter, so that way you have an escort. Or, you can pair it with another exploration vehicle, maybe something that actually can hold the people in it, whereas you can use the Terrapin for the actual scanning. Of course, then there's also the F7c Wildfire, which is, from what it seems, a civilian version of the Super Hornet. Although, I mean, if you're going to go out and get yourself something that's, you know, close to a Super Hornet, why not just go all the way and get an actual Super Hornet? As I know, the Super Hornet does have a buff on its armor, and it is quite tanky. Definitely better than the regular F7c, and the Wildfire seems to be just a small adaptation off the base F7c. Going back to a good co-op ship, there's the Hurricane, which the Terrapin and the Hurricane are usually bundled together in a pack called the Tortoise and the Hurricane, aptly named. And again, that's, you know, you got the Hurricane for scanning, and you've got the, wait, did I say the Hurricane? The Terrapin for scanning, and then you got the Hurricane to run support, or escort, or security, so that way you don't have to worry about being attacked. The Hurricane will be able to fend off those threats. Again, the Hurricane is a heavy fighter, going to have at least quad size 3 tarantulas. Goodbye, Cutlass. At least 4 size 3 tarantulas. Again, those are ballistics. Those ignore shielding and go right through, hit, and do direct hull damage. So that heavy fighter is going to be great. Now, just because the Hurricane is made by Anvil doesn't mean it's going to have the same characteristics as the Hornet. It's not going to be as fast as maneuverable. It's not going to be as tanky. So if you're more of like a run and gun, you know, zoom and boom, whatever they call it, where you get in, play your ordnance, and get out, the Hurricane's for you. If you want to stick around, have a dogfight, the Super Hornet might be more your flavor. You know, and then again, there's the Carrick, the Anvil Carrick. I mean, what can I say about the Carrick? Aside from it's gorgeous and amazing, and it's bay, and Carrick is love, Carrick is life. I am beyond stoked and excited for the Carrick. It is like, at the moment at least, it is the exploration ship to have. It is top of the line, best of the best. It's gonna have the Carrick used to be a military ship, has since been converted for civilian use in the exploration field, and in my opinion, it is absolutely beautiful. It reminds me a lot of Firefly, the ship Serenity. I'm going to have many a Serenity moment on my Carrick. Has a med bay, has rover and a snub. It is the bomb diggity. My words just stuck together there for a sec. It's the bomb diggity shiz niddle bam snip snap sack. Plus 50 points to you if you know what that reference is from, because that's obscure as fuck. But yeah, as you can see, I mean, I'm just making short work of all these light fighters, medium fighters. The Super Hornet, in my opinion, is the gold standard when it comes to fighters. Skipping the ships that are readily available, the last couple of ships I can think of are the Crucible, which again is a repair ship. It's a repair ship for ships. Yo dog, we heard you like ships that repair ships, so we put a repair ship on your repair ship so you can repair ships. The Crucible is actually looks like a decently sized ship. At least the main compartment or main module of it has a detachable space garage. It's an Aurora. How cute! Has a detachable space garage, or you can attach it. I know that it can hold ships up to at least the size of a Hornet. I'd have to assume a Super Hornet, as they're not much longer than a regular base Hornet. And there goes the Aurora. So the Crucible, you can hold at least a Hornet. I'd go so far as to say a Super Hornet as well. You can do repairs on them. Not sure of how many repairs you can do. You know what that's dependent on. It's got these little mechanical robot arms. And with the Crucible, at least according to the concept art, you will also be able to repair larger ships. Specifically, something like an Idris was in the concept, and I want to say possibly an 890, but I know for a fact there was an Idris in the concept, where it was shown flying with the repair bay towards what looked like the damaged hull of the Idris. And the little mechanic arms are out, so it looks like you will be able to run repairs on ships that don't fit in that bay, although that is speculation according to the concept art. Hopefully they stick with that, because that sounds like a really cool idea. So if you're a gearhead or a repairman in real life, and that's something that you like and you want to keep doing in the Star Citizen world, you can. And there's not going to be a shortage of repair jobs, especially once the persistence comes online. You won't be able to just respawn and have a new ship. You will have to either get it repaired or buy a new one. So I foresee the repair mechanic having a pretty decent hold in terms of need as a career in the universe once that becomes more fleshed out. And then last but not least in the Anvil line, one of my favorite ships next to the Super Hornet and the Saber, the Gladiator. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? The Gladiator. Basically it is a mini bomber, and by that I mean it carries 4 size 5 torpedoes. Also has, I think it was 4 or 6 size 2 missiles. So you won't expend your armament with just your torpedoes. Also has 2 size 3 hardpoints, usually with gimbaled size 2 weapons, as well as a turreted dual size 1, which the pilot has control of. So if there's nobody in your turret, as the pilot, not only do you have access to your missiles and torpedoes, but you have access to the wing hardpoints and the turrets. Again, much like the way that the Super Hornet, if there's nobody in your turret, you've got control of the, you've got control of the turret. And that is one of the reasons I really like the Gladiator, is that turret, oh, boom shakalaka, is readily available for you to use as you see fit. And again, given its small size and stature, you could probably stash a Gladiator in most ships that have a compartment for it, so you'll definitely, hopefully, be able to get one on a Polaris. You will definitely, hopefully, get one on a Carrick. you'll definitely on an Idris. So it's great, I think. And I think it's a perfect little pocket bomber. You know, a little bit smaller than a Hornet, or at least a little bit smaller than a Super Hornet. Well, they're about the same size, really. Really, no size difference. But you know, if you're looking for a bomber, I would highly suggest the Gladiator. At first, I actually had a Retaliator heavy bomber, and I liked the idea that the thing was so big and it had so much firepower to it with these 6 size 9s. But the fact that the pilot, you know, doesn't have control to shoot those, that's a detriment. That's bad. That's bad news bears, in my opinion. You are basically relying on your crew and your turret gunners, and especially in its current state, turrets are not fun. Hopefully 3.0 changes that, and perhaps the Retaliator will have a spot in my fleet once again. Hopefully with the advent of the auto turrets and the AI slices and all that good stuff, it'll make the Tally the flying warship that it was intended to be. So, with that, I've basically gone through all of the Anvil ships. You know, just a quick overview, kind of re-going over the stuff in the video. The main point of this video was well, I wanted to make a video and have it be, you know, not nonsensical, and as well as convey that for each day that comes out subsequently from here to the sale, and then thereafter, I will be releasing videos in correlation. So yesterday, well today, I think it was today, anyway, a day I released the November 24th Anvil anniversary sale. The next day after that's going to be Aegis, the next day so on and so forth, yada yada yada. So I know a couple of you were asking what the timeline was for when those are coming out, and that is my official answer. They will be coming out daily. They will come out a couple of days in advance of the anniversary sale, and each subsequent day will come out the following day. So by the time the day rolls up of the particular ships or particular ship manufacturers, that particular pertaining video will have already been out for a few days, if that makes any fucking sense. I don't know, I was just kind of going. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys get that. If you like the video, leave a like. If you have ideas for videos, leave them down below. I always go through and look at comments and try to respond back. If you've left a comment and I have not gotten back to you yet, please give me some time. I have to manually go through because YouTube gets its rocks off not telling me outright, and it enjoys watching me backtrack through the dozens and dozens of comments to try to get to all of you. So that has been my quick recap of the Anvil ship sales. You beautiful bastards have yourselves a wonderful day. This has been Will. Peace.